What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to have a little bit of a chat about the One Piece trading card game. There's been a bunch of stuff that has been happening with the One Piece trading card game, a bunch of stuff they've told us about over the past few days, so this seems like a very good opportunity to sit and have a nice little roundup. And I'm going to start off with something that I am personally very excited about. Card Gamer magazine is back! Now, this is a magazine that used to come out every 2 months, and it used to focus really specifically, as the name might suggest, on card games. And then that's about a couple of years ago, they just stopped doing it. They've stopped doing this for a while. Now, I will say, there was one Weiss Schwarz specific issue that they did release quite a while ago at this point, which, and I know this might shock you to your very core, actually was just about Weiss Schwarz. Well, now they've gone and done it again, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, they got up to volume 60 and then stopped initially, and they haven't actually published one since my birthday 2021. Okay, the day after, but still. Except for the one they did last November. Well, no, wait. March 2022. Well, now, more than a year later, there is another special issue of this magazine. And no, I don't think the magazine is coming back as a whole, but what they are doing is bringing a special issue which is focused just on Bandai card games. There is a Union Arena promo. There's a Digimon promo. There isn't a One Piece promo. But there are some more red cards to add into your half deck, including a leader Luffy and, well, basically a bunch of cards from the starter deck. These are all starter deck cards. We've got the starter deck Luffy that's got Rush, and Don X2, your opponent cannot activate blocker during this battle. We've got the Roanoa Zoro. Don X1, this character gains 1,000 power. They are the two designated super rares from that deck. Obviously, we've got the leader there that lets you give this leader or up to one of your characters a rested Don card during the turn. We've got the Usopp there. The Don X2, when attacking, your opponent cannot activate blocker on a character that's got 5,000 or more power during this battle. And then you play it as a trigger. And then we've got the Karoo, just the vanilla Karoo, nothing more, I'm afraid. But that's kind of cool. Remember, they've done these with Psycho Jump a couple of times now. We have had Psycho Jump coming in, and it was actually over a 2-month period where they gave you half the deck 1 month, but they also gave you a play sheet. And then they gave you the other half of the deck the next month, but they also gave you a little deck box. But at the same time, they also gave you 10 Don. So 1 month they gave you the 5 Yamato Don, and the next month they gave you the 5 Luffy Don. And it was actually kind of cool. And it seems to be that basically what they've done here is just given you some extra cards to add in. And I kind of love that. I'm not sure why we got a bunch of magazines over in Japan all joining forces to give us tiny One Piece cards, but I'd be lying if I said I was not completely into it. Now, I'm not 100% sure these are mini cards, but, you know, the tweet says a deck sheet for experience is included as an appendix, but it looks exactly like we saw last time round with Psycho Jump, although they were 5 cards, not 9 per sheet. I'm not 100% sure exactly what size these cards are. They might not even be for your half deck, honestly. But there's some kind of One Piece thing going on, which is cool. Yes, I am aware that they are giving promos to 3 different card games, and none of them are One Piece. That makes me sad, just like it makes you sad. But I've gone and ordered this. It actually comes out. Well, it came out a couple of days ago as you're watching this. Mine is on my way from Japan. It is available on Amazon Japan as a cool little One Piece TCG curio. I think it's extremely cool, and I've gone and ordered it. Now, there is a special Dawn card which is being made available at the Championship 2023 First Qualifying Area Tournament. Now, that is where it is first being made available, but I do believe it's fair to say it is going to be made available at other tournaments in the future. It's a new type of Don card. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. And I do think it's fair to say, like, at this stage, we've had a bunch of random Don cards, all right? That's just happened. So, do you really need this specific Don card? Like, I don't want to be rude, but I am going to suggest that maybe you don't. And that's okay. But yeah, it's coming out anyway. It's an event promo. We're probably going to see it again in the future. So yay! Hey, speaking of those first qualifying area tournaments, there are new sleeves which are being given away, and they feature Bo Hancock. And if you've been paying attention to the One Piece TCG and specifically my videos on it over the past few days, as we've been playing around with stuff from OPO4, you'll recognise this. Because this is the alternate, well, that's not the alternate art, it's the special, there we go, the special Bo Hancock card. There we go. Remember, there are 5 special cards which are kind of extra alternate arts of older cards. This is one of those. This is a reprint of the Bo Hancock from OPO1. It was reprinted in OPO4 with this lovely special artwork as, and this is very literally how it's described on the website, a special card. And now we've got that artwork coming out as a sleeve that is being given away at these qualifying tournaments over in Japan. And this is kind of awesome. Although, do remember the way these things tend to go. No, wait, sorry, I'm lying to you. They're not being given away per se. They are being made available to purchase for 990 yen each for 70 sleeves. Given that we play with 50 card decks in One Piece, 70 sleeves is a lot. So that's honestly kind of cool. Now, we don't have perfect images of the others, but this is, as is generally the case, one of a set of 4 sleeves. Now, the Bo Hancock ones are the ones they've actually chosen to tweet out about, and that's lovely, and they do match the artwork in OPO4. But here's a full range that includes a Luffy. We've then got, I want to say, Sabo, Luffy, and Ace. And then we've got just the back of a card in a different colour. I don't entirely know why they keep releasing sleeves that are just the back of a card in a different colour. I'm not 100% sure. And I don't think it really matters, honestly. It's just kind of cool. Now, I'm not 100% sure the other ones are new, but I can tell you the Bo Hancock ones are definitely new. They're making a big deal about them. So yeah, feel free to get excited or not get excited as appropriate. These are initially, like I say, they're being sold at these qualifying tournaments at championship venues. They might be made available in other places in the future. I'm not sure. They haven't said that one way or the other at the moment. But if you are going to those qualifying tournaments, wonderful news, ladies and gentlemen, because you can go and pick this up, and that is lovely. And the last thing I want to mention, just very briefly, is something that unfortunately we're not really, most of us at least, are not really going to be able to take advantage of, but it's just a really cool One Piece TCG story that I wanted to mention just quickly on the end here. You see, for a while they were doing a tease with the transponder snails, as they're generally called. And it turns out it was just an advert for OPO4, which is actually a little bit sad. What is not sad, however, is that they're actually being displayed in Shibuya and in underground passages at Shibuya Station. Now, Shibuya is just a part of Tokyo. One thing that's really cool, they have a official One Piece TCG store in Shibuya. Now, when I go to Japan for the Pokemon World Championships in August, I am actually landing on Saturday the 29th of July, which is the release date, as I previously mentioned, of Starter Deck 10. And I'm landing at like 5 in the evening, so it's not hideously late. Assuming I am not completely broken from jet lag and things of that nature, and I mean this, the actual first thing I plan to do when I land in Japan is go to Shibuya, to go to this One Piece shop, to, amongst other things, buy the starter deck. Although it's also, like, there's a Namco Bandai arcade there. Think I might spend some time playing some games. So here's an image of it just kind of on giant screens all around Shibuya, which is awesome. And it's sad that it's not still going to be there when I get to Shibuya, because honestly, it's beautiful and I love it. And then here is it on some screens just in the underground. I love it, ladies and gentlemen. I absolutely love it. So yeah. Why is this relevant? All right, let me just say very quickly. One of the reasons this is so relevant is because this shows a push for the One Piece TCG. It's not cheap to display these on these screens and put them in the Shibuya station. The reason they're doing this is to basically push the game and show faith in it. We should all be delighted about this. Right, that's news, ladies and gentlemen, and now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about all of this. Go nuts in the comment section, but be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wasi. That's where we talk about One Piece and a bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.